Under JavaScript folder, you will create one more folder. First one as basic. We'll be spending nearly 1 week of time on this folder. There we'll learn how to program in JavaScript. Basic. First folder name is called basic. Under JavaScript folder, create a folder called basic. Okay. That will be our first step. One more folder you will create that will be called as a data binding. Data binding. Data binding. Second folder. In that we will be combining HTML and JavaScript together.
So what is the name of the first folder?
Basic.
Basic.
First folder is basic. Second folder is data binding. Third folder will be called API. API. एक MySQL 5.6 related concept will come inside. One more folder will be called fourth one Ajax. Fourth folder is Ajax and fifth folder is a class object. Class object. Class object. Okay, so we will be breaking the JavaScript into 5 blocks, five segment. Each section is for 1 week. First week under the basic folder, second week under the data binding, third week under the API, fourth week Ajax related, and the fifth week will go for the class object. So close to (22) classes, nearly 20 to 22 classes should be there. Okay. Now, next step is to understand under the basic JavaScript what we are going to study. So folder is created on. You will arrange your content in the folder wise, and so on will become as a box. Okay. We'll arrange the content folder wise, so it will be separate on. Next, after this, come to the, let me show you this file. In that two topics are written. The first will come where to write JavaScript, how to run it, something basic. We'll enter next after that variable data types and all. Next, after that, you will come into the control structure. In that, you will find two parts. One is called condition. There you will have if else, if nested if, switch case. Then after condition, you will find call loop. Will get called for loop, while loop, do while, map, and for each. But last two will be based on the array. Next, after that, we will learn for function. Third step will be function. This will come here. function will come. Inside the function, we'll go through how many way we can write the function with parameter, without parameter, optional parameter, required parameter, everything. This will come. And after that, this will come. College array, single dimensional, multi-dimensional, array of object, array inside array. This all we will be spending under the basic JavaScript. Okay. It will not have any kind of HTML code. This all example will be only JS file. Only JS file. And we will run that file through the Node.js. For that purpose, we have to install the Node.js. After finishing that 4 to 5 classes under the basic JavaScript, we will come under the data binding. We have created a folder also here. That's called a data binding. So HTML, CSS, you have knowledge already. 1 week you will spend in JavaScript. And in that, you will be getting idea on this all, how to write the JavaScript program, how to run using this all the topics as knowledge. In data binding folder, you will be combining the basic of JavaScript and your existing knowledge of HTML and CSS. Like HTML, CSS will combine under the data. You will be start doing input, output all the ways. Again, after crossing this data binding, you will come under the API. There we learn like JavaScript is a client-side processing language, how JavaScript can communicate with the backend, how JavaScript can post the data to backend, how it can get the data from backend. Inside, we will do a setup of local JSON server that will help us to create the mock API, and we'll create our own API. We'll send the data and we can get the data, delete everything. Next work will be called as Ajax. Okay. Ajax will also work like the API only, but Ajax will help you to work within the server, and the API will help you to get the data from out of the server. Difference will be there. Again, here everywhere you have HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap all combined. Next, we will come under the class object. In class object, again, we'll create some JS file separate to understand how to write the class, how to run the class, how to create object, how to create inheritance and everything. And after covering the basic of class understanding, again, we'll combine with HTML. We'll have a class file separate and we'll have a HTML file separate. And then we'll again data communication. By then, it will be somewhere. Okay, you will become confident. Now, what you will do is you will come first under this folder. What is it? Basic folder. Okay. In the basic folder, we are going to learn few things, not because my voice is also out of control today. Somehow I have bring it back because of cold. It was little affected. So we will learn that JavaScript without HTML. Most of the time on internet, we will see people create a JS file and connect with the HTML and they run, they see the error debugging and all in console. So we will also do that, but not immediately after coming from here. First, you should know how to write a JavaScript, where to run. So Node.js is there, that will help us to install, run. Okay, so open your VS Code. You have installed already VS Code. Open that. VS Code editor. VS Code editor you can open. Okay. Then after that, in the file menu, you have option called this one. Add folder or open folder. Both you can select. Add folder will see later. First, you can click on open folder. Click on open folder. And you have created today basic JavaScript folder, remember? You will go to the basic folder and just select the basic folder. I will also guide you. I have here JavaScript. I'll go under the JavaScript and I will click on basic and then option called select. So basic folder will get loaded. Okay. Even we have command also through CMD directly we can load, but let's see through first manually. Okay, how we can load a folder. Right. So you selected. Now your basic folder will come in the left hand side. Where it was, we gone to the file. There is an option called open folder. In open folder, you go on to your system, you browse on the different folder. Finally, you found your JavaScript. You went under JavaScript, you click on basic and clicked on select folder. So JavaScript folder is loaded here, basic folder. Okay. Now come inside. You can see in left hand side multiple options are there. File creation, folder creation, reload, collapse, suspend. Okay. So through this we can do everything here. So you will click on first and write a file called page1.js. Your file extension will be .js. Page1.js and enter. JS file is ready. So what we are going to learn first week what we are going to learn in this entire, okay. So in that, if you go to the W3 and if you search similar example, you will find W3 people have created the example, but they have directly merged with the HTML. Okay, they have merged directly with the HTML. So my question is, a person should know first HTML, you have idea, CSS, Bootstrap, you know how to integrate. Now you get basic knowledge of JavaScript, syntax, okay, how to write JavaScript. After you get basic knowledge of JavaScript, syntax and all, then you combine together. Which one? HTML plus JavaScript. Right. Many people will have no idea of HTML and directly will create example of including everything. Number one, HTML is confused. Number two is don't know syntax of JavaScript. Now you will be always confused between both. How I'm sending, how I'm receiving. So that will not be okay. So I start from the very first line. You can go here and in this file, in file menu, there is option called auto save. Can you click on that? In file menu, you have option called auto save. Go to the file, there is option called auto save. Click on that. If it is already clicked, then no problem. If not clicked, then if checked means it's already auto save is enabled. If not checked, then you can click it. You don't have to worry about the saving part. Once you write any line, auto save will happen. Okay. Right inside console.log. Okay, console.log. What is this console? Right. Console.log. Console is the class name in JavaScript. And log is the function name. So you are calling a log function from the class. What is the class called? Console. Then you will say, I don't know what is the class, what is the function. Yes, I know that no one knows that one, but to write any first line in JavaScript, this line will help you. This function will help you. That function name is called console.log. Okay. Even later we will write our own also. If you write here call hi, so this log becomes a function and inside you are passing some input as a parameter. Okay. But function and parameters should not be our intention. As of now, our intention is how we can write the JavaScript. Okay. So right. I got something. Save this file. Auto save is no need to worry. Okay. Next, after that, we can run this file from two places. We can run this file from the two places. Number one through the terminal and number two through the CMD also. Okay. So first understand through terminal, how can I go to the terminal? Terminal is there on the top. Terminal, new terminal. Okay. Inside the new terminal now, inside the new terminal, you can write node space your file name. And I hope your base terminal is pointing to the basic, right? Terminal is also pointing to basic and page is also available under the basic. Okay. So node space your file name, page one. Node space your file name, page one .js. .js is optional, but you should write it. Okay. Page one .js, enter. It should print something I working. Node space page one .js. Okay. You can write it. Yes, sir. Yes, basic. You have installed it. Okay, in case your page is not running from here, in case if you are not able to run from here, right, then what we can do, we can go to that folder, basic folder. Okay, for some people it throws the error. So what you can do, you can go to the basic folder, right? You will go to the basic folder and you will open the CMD. You will click here in the address bar. Okay, you can click in the address bar and you will type here called CMD and then enter. Enter. It's like this. Okay, so that represent which folder? Basic folder. Then here also we can write node space that page1.js will work from here also. Okay. Maybe one, two example, you will feel like very complicated, but it is not complicated way. This is the simple way to learn JavaScript. From here, you can come inside, then you will find the right. So both the way you clear. Number one, go to the terminal, new terminal. If you are able to run through terminal, then okay. In case not able to run through the terminal, then you can come to the basic folder, and in basic folder, you will click here in the address bar. You will type here CMD and enter. CMD will get open, and in that CMD you will write the command. Page will work successfully. Autosave you can enable. That is the best way. That will be helpful for you. Right? Okay. Come now next. Now understand the next. What is that? Console.log again you like. Okay. Write your name. After that, press /t and write the city name. Your name /t, city name. Run your file again. Now run your file again. Node space. Page one. Huge space is coming between two lines. That is called 1/t is equal to 4 space. 1/t equal to how many space? 4 space. In that, after name 1 space you are given. After /t 1 space you are given. So 1 plus 1, 2 plus 4 space from /t. So total will become as a 6 space. So whenever we want to format something, not in the browser, for browser formatting something else. In the CMD, if you want to give some space between two statements, you can use which one? /t. I'll write here /t equal to 4 spaces. /t equal to 4 spaces. /t equal to 4 spaces. Now come down, write again, console.log. Write your name again, /n, city name. You will run it. You will find name and city both will print in the new line. Double slash what I'm writing is called single line comment. /n, break the line, like BR. Like BR tag. BR tag break the line in HTML. Similar way here /n will break the line in JavaScript. Yeah. So /n/t clear. Now we'll leave this file. We'll go for another file. You can run and check once. slash n, right? You can see name is in one line and city is another line. A space we are given in the beginning, that a space is printing. If you remove a space, it will not print anything. Okay, slash n and slash t. Let me know also page is running or not. Hope it should work for everyone. Okay, come next. Create next file. Not working for Firoj. Next file you write page2.js. Here, left side option you have file name, enter. Okay, in page2.js file, you will get idea on in JavaScript when you are writing the program. JavaScript is not like HTML. JavaScript is called a processing language. It used to process the data. Okay, it used to process the data. Now, if it used to process the data, how the data will come from user? User will enter the data. You have to store somewhere, right? So where you are going to store some data, that storage is called a container. But in the term of programming, it is not called container, it's called a variable. Okay. When you go to market and buy 1 kg of apple, either they will ask, have you carry your container or you want my container? Then you say, sorry, I have not carried anything. They'll give a container, plastic bag, right? So plastic bag becomes a variable that is holding the some container. Okay. So where you are going to store the content, it's called as a container, but in the term of programming, it's called as a variable. But again, when the shopkeeper has given you the 1 kg of apple, in those container that can hold up to 1 kg of apple. They have not given 20 kg of bag, right? They will give how bigger container according to content only, no? So when you write the program, you have to decide the capacity of the variable and data type of the variable according to content. If suppose someone will enter the string value, then we have to use the container like that. If suppose someone will enter the number value, our container should be like that, right? That is called what? Data type. Okay. Data type is nothing but according to content, you are going to choose the container. That is called a data type. Okay. And variable is nothing but container where you are going to hold the data. Right. Now variable meaning came in mind, no? Your bag is also variable. Correct? Right. Your bag is also variable. Okay. So we will follow step by step. We have multiple way to create the variable, local variable, global variable, using the var keyword, using let keyword, using the const keyword. Okay. But step by step we need to learn. First we'll start with the var keyword. Then after some example, let will come. After some example, const will come. Then we'll compare all three. Where use the var, in what places use the var, where and all use the let, and in which condition we are using the const. Okay. So without writing the definition, automatically definition will come. If this is the condition, then var. This is the condition, then let. This is the condition, then something else. In other programming language, hope you have seen some other programming language. In that, we start a variable with an integer. float, right? Char, var, char, something. Okay. If you are from database side, then in database also when we create a table, while creating a table, adding the column, it asks in this column what type of data you want to store. A string, number. If a string, then how bigger? Number, then how bigger, right? Okay. So everywhere that limitation we have. In JavaScript, you have freedom with the writing the data type. No need to write the data type. According to your value, the variable data type will get changed. Okay, let's go. For example, write a keyword called var. Okay, var keyword. Var keyword is going to make your variable like a dynamic variable in such a way where according to content, the data type of variable will get changed. Okay. Now suppose in other programming language we write called int. Int a equal to something 100. Now what int will hold? A will hold always integer value. Sometime while processing the data, if we need to change the value of a, or we need to change the data type of, or maybe we need to assign some other value inside the a of different data type, then a will say sorry, I can't hold it because I don't have such features, right? In web technology, those kind of problem is not exist. What is that? Related to variable and especially in Java. Many type of like semicolon we have written in the last. In JavaScript, this semicolon is also optional. If you are writing your all the line in the new line, no need to write semicolon. Okay, so semicolon is also optional in this program. That's called a. So int sent will not write. What will write directly? Will start from the keyword call. Okay. A equal to suppose you give call 100. Okay, right? A equal to 100. Now, what will be under the A? 100. Then how this is going to maintain the memory inside the system? How JavaScript execute the program? How JavaScript store the value? When you create a variable like this, what is the default type of A? This becomes a what? Undefined. Correct. So that life cycle of execution part, I'll explain you maybe tomorrow if the throat is coming back, or maybe day after tomorrow. Okay. I have to speak little lot. Okay. A equal to, we'll write college 100. 100. So now the nature of A becomes a integer. Okay. But when we write next line, A only, A equal to something like this. Then what will happen? A will not refuse to hold the value of next line. Happily, A will take the value of next line also. So the first line value will get replaced by new value, right? So in the first line, the data type was number. In JavaScript, we don't have integer float. We have only one called number. Okay. So we'll say in first line it was as a number, and in the second line become as a string. Correct. It is not going to lose the data. It will keep holding the value. Then you may also ask, what is the capacity of a variable? Up to how much it will hold? Correct? Up to how much it will hold. Then question is, you are going to run this page in the current browser, directly in the system. So it is taking the space in the memory. Okay. Now suppose this page you run in the browser. Then it will take the space in the browser. Correct? This variable will take a space where? Memory space in browser. Not now it is taking the system locally. Okay. But when we run it, it will take memory space, but in browser. Okay. In browser, memory is limit. Every browser have a limit between 2 to 10 MB. Right. So this E variable, if you are running in the browser directly, if you are running this page in the browser, the E can hold up to your browser memory size. Now, what is the browser memory? That depends between 2 to 10 MB according to browser. If you are running this page in our system directly through console, then in your system, how much memory space you have, that much can go to the A variable. There is no any limit of length. It will go up to the available memory size where you are running it. Okay, now come next. So a string and a we understood something. So I should write here a different variable, not a only, where b equal to something. Okay. Now we got two variable. Next, based on this, we will understand the usage of comma and usage of plus operator. Based on these two variable, we'll understand the use of comma as well as use of plus. Okay, so let's write console dot log directly a comma b. Both will print happily. There is no any problem. Okay. Console.log a comma b. Now write the next line also. Console.log a plus b. A plus b. We'll check it. We'll go to again either CMD or anywhere. You have a command called CLS. Using that, you can clear the screen. CLS. Using CLS, if you run CLS enter, all whatever the output was come before, all will get clear. Okay. Right here. Node space your file name. Page 2. Okay. So you saw in the first line 100 comma Bangalore, right? Because we have used the comma. Comma is considering the space between two elements and it also has printed the statement. Next line says 100 and Bangalore together. Correct? So in the first line of console, it is separating the variable. Whereas in second line, it is not separating the variable, it's concatenating the variable. Okay, concatenating the variable. Check now, printing. Create one more variable called C, where C equal to assume 200. So one place you saw the value of A is number and value of B is a string. Plus operators will help you to concat the statement. Coming to the next line, console.log. Now you will do A plus C. A plus C. So at this third console, it is not going to give the concatenation. It will give as a addition. JavaScript plus operator says, if your all the operands are numeric, I will work as a addition. Addition will happen. If any of your operands is holding the string value, then concatenation will happen. The line number 7, line number 8, where you have used the plus operator, right? Using plus operator, you can concat the statement, you can do the addition, you can display in the browser. But when you use the comma, and display this output in the browser, only the first value will come, second will not come. That will be one limitation. Like as of now, you can see both will print, all three lines will print. The value of A, B, AC both will print. But like suppose in the future, you are going to combine HTML and JavaScript together and you have a two value, A and B, and both you want to print in the browser. If you use the comma there, then comma will be ignoring the second variable and it will print only the first variable. But if you use the plus operator, then it will print the first variable as well as second variable. Like it is plus what it represent? It represent concat. Me and you. That is called what? Concat. And here comma says me, only me, not you. right? So what it will take? Only first. It will not take the second. Okay. Concatenation meaning it shall represent one plus next, one next, next plus next. Okay. Next, after that, check this. What is print? Right? So we will remember plus operator is overloaded operator in JavaScript. It is made for two purposes. The first purpose is if the value is, if operands are, all the operands are numeric, then addition. If any of the operands is a string, then concatenation. Okay. Now come in the same, let's make little meaningful line. Console.log a comma b, not a comma b, a comma c, comma the addition is last a plus c. A plus c. A plus c. One line. Second line also you write here a comma c. A comma a plus c. See the output and find out the difference. The addition is first line addition is 100 to 100 and second line addition is 300. Now this is why it is saying 100 to 100. Let me show you again. Node space, node space, again same, page 2. You can see here, it says like 100 to 100 addition is 100 to 100 and the 100 to 100 addition is 300. What happened is the first addition is plus operator says like I can do the addition as well as concatenation. Condition is if all the operands are numeric, then addition will happen. If any one is a string, then concatenation. So you can see A and C both are number is okay. But before that, the addition is become as a string. So now addition will not happen here, concatenation. But to make it functional, we have so many rules from mathematics. We can use the board mass formula here and we can make it functional. Something like this. Okay. We can write like this then. First, in bracket execution will happen. A plus C addition will happen. Then it will do the concatenation. First addition, then concatenation. Three hundred. Right. So when you see a lot of JavaScript code inside, if there plus is there, that will represent yes, concatenation is happening. If you see a lot of JavaScript code, if comma you will find okay, it's separating the one statement and second statement. Okay, so hope it should work. Okay, hope no error. Go next. Next is page3.js file. Page3.js file. Page 3. In page3.js file, page3.js file, variable, you saw how to use the variable. Now understand how to compare the variables, how to compare the value. That is called a complete part of your programming. For example, if you go to the ATM machine and if condition will not be there, without if condition, your money I will take, my money you will take. Ask why? If condition, right? First it will ask who are you? You will say myself XYZ. Then it will ask, let me know, enter your something, you will enter. Then again, if will satisfy, then it will ask what you want to do. You will say, I want to take some money, switch case will execute. Again, they will ask, okay, enter something, you will enter something, click on go. Then if condition will happen, available is how much you wanted. If your entered amount is less than equal to available amount, then only something should happen. Then loop will start. Correct? Some sound will come. After loop, once the loop is running, you will feel like money should come now, money should come now. After that, loop will terminate. When it will terminate? When if condition satisfied. Then loop will terminate. Once loop will terminate, then what will happen? Money will come out. So everywhere there is a if condition. Okay, everywhere. Okay, when you log in the Facebook, right? When you log in the Facebook, without if condition, what will happen? Open the Facebook, inbox will open directly. Now who log in, don't know. Correct? Open the Gmail, if condition is not there, direct go to where? Gmail. If condition is right. So if condition is going to control the flow of data, where to come and where to go. Okay. Everywhere you have the if condition. Right. So that is called as a part of control structure. Let me show you that file. Where is that? In this file, you can see there is the term called control structure. Okay, that is available in every programming language, whichever the programming language you have in the market. Control structure. It is going to control the flow of data, flow of execution, where to where, how. Okay. In that, while controlling the data, we have two type of control. One is condition based, another one is loop based. Okay. So in condition based, certain will come. Under the loop based, certain will come. Okay. Yes, after getting idea, inside the loop, we can apply the condition and we can run a loop based on condition. Both can be mixed with each other. Okay. But first let's understand what is it. Okay. Write variable any variable a equal to 100, right? Write variable b equal to anything 200, example. Now check below. If inside the if you have to give the expression. Inside the if we have to give expression, we have to give condition. What is the condition? 100 greater than 200. Correct? 100 greater than 200. So if you are writing like this is called hard-coded program. This is called hard coding. Once you go to the offices, people will say, you have hard code. You have hard coded. What is that hard coded? That meaning you have directly added the value. Right? So what will happen every time? This will check 100 greater than 200. Right? But in the place of 100, if I write A and here if I write B, The value of A can be anything, and the value of B can be anything. So this becomes a soft program. Whereas when you are written 100 and 200, that becomes a hard-coded program. Okay. So you are not going to be a hard-coder program. You are going to be a soft-coder program. Based on input, data will process and output will come. Okay. Now come down. Curly bracket open close. Console.log. Okay, something like this. A comma B, A comma B, comma the higher value, higher is comma A. The higher is comma A. A comma B, the higher is A. Now, if A is not holding the value greater than B, then what will happen? It has to go to the else part. Console log A comma B, comma the higher is comma B. The higher is comma B. Higher is comma B. Okay. Now let's check once. Write it slowly. Understanding the matter. No need to go fast and make a lot of mistakes. Understand and write. Okay. Now come down to your CMD. Run from here. Node space is 3. 100 to 100, the higher is how much? 2. Sometime. So now it is not going to if condition, it is going to else condition. Sometime a user will enter the value of A bigger than value of B. Suppose, for example, enter call 1000. So what should happen now? Where it should go? Now A will become greater than B. So it will go to the if part. Right? Before it was going to the else part. Now it is going to the if part. Something like this. 1200, the higher is 1000. Come next. Right. Hope no error. Let's come next. After that, console.log. Write one line here. /n you can keep. It will break the line. /n break the line. Next, write a variable where city1 equal to Bangalore, and next variable where city2 equal to Mumbai. Now, how you will compare both the city? Which city is holding the more number of characters? More number of characters. Right? Right below. If city1 greater than city2. Okay. Then console.log city1 holding longer than city2. City1 holding longer than city2. Else city2 holding long character than city1. Save it. We'll check once where it goes. If or else. If or else. If
Summing value holding long gap.
page 4. Okay, cannot find. Oh, page 3 only I have. Say less. Page 3. Mumbai holding long characters and Bangalore. In my case. In your case, what is given? Because it is checking the ASCII value of the character. It is not checking the length of the characters. Okay. So you cannot write like this to do the comparison of a string variable. For number variable, we can write like this, but for a string variable, we cannot write like this. Okay. We have to use dot length property. Dot length. Here also use dot length. Use which property? Dot length property. City1 dot length greater than city2 dot length. Then you will come to know the actual value.
I changed it Bangalore to Delhi, sir, and it's now saying Mumbai is holding long gap from Delhi. Going up and down.
I have written the length property.
Yes, sir.
Now length property will give 100% exact.
Yes. It's counting the characters.
It will count the character. Where we have more character, that only will come, yes. So we understood how we can write the JavaScript code and run through the CMD, right? But in this case, when you are running the JavaScript code, okay, when you are using the JavaScript code, when you are running the JavaScript inside the CMD, your HTML code will not work here. Okay, people also ask in interview, can we run the JavaScript file in the CMD? We can say yes, we can. But while saying yes, you can add a note, make sure the JavaScript should not hold any kind of HTML code. Okay, should not hold any kind of HTML code. For example, if I go here and write here call H1 and close here H1, any value of H1 should come or not? Mumbai is greater than, let me run it and see. See what is printing? Directly H1 is printing, right? So we can say HTML code if you write in JavaScript, then directly it will display in the CMD or terminal. It will not parse the HTML. Okay. Come next. Create another file. So hope no error. We understood how you can compare the string value as well as number value. Page 4.js you can create. Page 4.js. Page 4.js. In page 4.js, let's add the if condition only, but something else. That is called if else if. Like suppose one variable is holding the value. Now we want to check multiple conditions for one variable. Want to find out which condition is following. In that case, you have to use the control call if else if. Something like this. Variable maybe a 100, variable B maybe 99, variable C 101. Okay. Now three variable we have. One variable have three conditions. That A is that greater than B and A is also greater than C. So how many conditions? Two conditions. Okay. Then again B has the two conditions. B is greater than A or B greater than C. Again C also has two conditions. The C is greater than A or C greater than B. Right. So there you will use the AND operator, something like this. If A greater than B and A greater than C. Okay, it's called as AND operator. Come inside. Now right here, console.log A comma B comma C comma the bigger is comma A, comma A. But there is not only one value, there is 3 value. In case A is not bigger value, then what will happen? We have to check B also may be bigger. Right? So for that, else will come. I'm writing very new line. Else will come. And under the else, you have to check one more if condition. That is called else if. Okay. Check like, is the B greater than A? And is that B greater than C? So when and condition will come, if first condition satisfy, then only compiler will reach to the second. If first condition is not satisfied, compiler will not reach to the second. For example, B greater than A, B greater than C. So in this case, if B is not greater than A, then it will not go to check B greater than C or not. Okay, one has to yes, then only second will check. If the first is false, then second will not write inside. Console.log. The bigger value is B. And with B. If A is not bigger, B is also not bigger. Then finally, you can write directly then C U should be the bigger. Because A is not bigger, B is also not bigger. Then what will happen? Anyone should be the higher value. It will go to the directly C condition. Right, check it. This is called if else if. Basic syntax of if else if. Okay. Check now. Node space, what we write is 4. 100, 99, 101. The higher one is 101. Oh, no error or error working.
The less than means the less than number will come.
Huh?
There we wrote sir, if condition the A is greater than B also. If you change all the greater than to less than, the less than values.
Yes. It will give the smallest one. Okay, working. Then we can leave here only today. Then we'll see you tomorrow. Somehow I manage. Ah. Firoz, I have one more fast track batch. No, Firoz, I have one more fast track batch. Fast track batch. In that, people will not write, they will only see the code. Okay, so if you want to come in that, I'll guide you. I told you in the beginning also JavaScript 1 month and React how long? 1 month. Correct. Daily ask when it will finish. Is you like finish today? Hmm? Error is coming. Learning and finishing both are different. Okay. Keep patience and spend the time.